Today I'm putting 2 leather cutting setups to the test.
The $70 Harbor Freight 1-ton Arbor Press
And the $200 Vevor Leather Cutting Machine.
Each one gets exactly 10 minutes to see how many leather keychains I can crank out. And spoiler alert, things did not go exactly as planned.
All right, let's meet the contenders.
First up, the Harbor Freight 1-ton Arbor Press. This thing is not designed for cutting leather. It's meant for pressing metal parts together. But with a little DIY, it works just fine. Now, this is the Vevor Leather Cutting Machine.
About $200 at the time of filming this.
This one is designed for leather dies, so in theory, it should be faster, smoother,
and easier on the arms.
I was actually happy to see that it came with all the little tools you need to adjust it. But there were 0 instructions on how to make those adjustments. I did a few test cuts, and that first pop,
Wow, that was pretty cool.
super clean and very satisfying.
Oh man, look at that.
With that satisfying pop, I thought I had lucked out and everything was dialed in perfectly. It was not.
The heck, man?
First up, the Harbor Freight Arbor Press. It takes some arm muscle, careful alignment, plus I have to hold it down with my other hand while I'm pressing it down. But I know this thing inside and out. You'll need a steel plate above and below your die, plus a good cutting surface. Mine's just a poly piece of cutting board that I trimmed off with my table saw. Classic small shop setup. I also added a longer arm, so it takes less physical force from me to make these cuts. After 10 minutes, I ended up with 13 good keychains. Not lightning fast, but for $70, not bad. Plus the bonus, the built-in arm workout. It's a budget tool that gets the job done fairly decently.
As long as you take your time and don't mind the extra workout that you get.
Next up, the Vevor. That pop when it hits,
Wow.
I'm sorry, I had to show it again. That first pop was just so exciting. Love it. But a few minutes in, I got a big reality check. The pressure got uneven, the die slipped, but I kept going. I didn't want to waste the timer. So, I finished out the first run basically out of tune. Not my best call, but I got 14 keychains and one sad half keychain.
Didn't quite, almost. We'll call that a half of one.
After that run, I knew I definitely had to fix it. The tools were there, but no instructions.
So I did what I do best. I guessed. Righty tighty. So we go. I want to do that. It's like that much play. That's significant.
It's probably not my smartest move. I mean, I wasn't exactly the best engineering student back in college.
It's a good test.
So yeah, guessing my way through an adjustment, not exactly new for me. Once I had the Vevor dialed in properly, way better. The pop came back, the cuts were clean, and I ended up with 22 good keychains on round 2. I just wish they'd include the real manual so I could take a look at it and make other adjustments if necessary. So let's recap everything. Both machines had a time limit of 10 minutes. Plus the Vevor got a second chance, a little redo for another 10 minutes. But that's only because it was not adjusted properly when I first got it.
The heck, man?
The Harbor Freight, I got 13 keychains out of it, and the Vevor gave me 22. Each one of them gave me a few duds, so it's not a big deal. The effort it took for the Harbor Freight, man, that was a shoulder day all day long. But the Vevor, chill mode. Easy, stays in place when you push the lever down. Great. The Harbor Freight Arbor Press needed a couple of steel plates and the cutting board scrap. But with the Vevor, everything was included. That first cut with the Harbor Freight Arbor Press was functional and solid. With my Vevor, it gave me that satisfying pop. And once again, the cost for the Harbor Freight Arbor Press, before all the extras that go with it, was $70.
The cost of the Vevor? $200. I'll leave a link in the pinned comment below if you're interested in taking a look at it.
So even with the hiccup, the Vevor wins on speed and ease once you have everything dialed in. But the Harbor Freight still does the job. It's cheap, sturdy, and works if you don't mind a little workout.
So do I need to get rid of my Arbor Press now? No way. It's still great for all kinds of stuff around the shop. Just like pressing my crafts tool stamps into leather. So what do I do with all the extra time that I'm saving? Well, I'm going to tackle one of the biggest questions man has had since the beginning of time. I think I'm going to need a bit more time to figure this one out. In the meantime, the Vevor is going to save me enough time where I can at least keep trying to solve this problem. If you got a laugh, or you figured out what not to do me a favor, hit that like button down below. If you want to keep coming back for more leatherworking and shop chaos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. And you'll probably even hear about more arguments than I'm going to lose. Remember, Big Stacks grows, Big Stacks builds, and Big Stacks makes. And I'll see you guys next time on Big Stacks Small Workshop. I'm going to get back onto that big problem right now.